Hello viewers, my name is Sambhunath Kesri and this is the video regarding digital documentation part 2, and today we are going to learn about checking spelling and grammar, page formatting, creating header and footer. These are the wonderful features which we having in MS Word. So let's see how can we perform these options. As we all know that sometimes you might have observed red, green or blue wavy lines under a few words in your document. These lines indicate spelling and grammatical errors in the document. You can correct these errors in any of the ways given using the spelling and grammar tool provided in Word. The first way to solve this problem is using the context menu, and the second way is using the dialog box. So for that we want some spelling mistakes, right? I am going to do some spelling mistake here like this. You can see the red line, and if you do the grammar mistake like this, you can see the green line. Okay, then how can we correct it using the context menu? For that, just right click on the particular spelling error and you can see some options in your pop-up menu. Like the first is you can correct the spellings, you can replace the spellings with the right one. Other one is ignore. You can ignore it, means you can just remove your red line and the spelling will remain same. Add to dictionary means this spelling will add in your MS Word dictionary, and if you type it again in next time, the red line or the green line will not come. Then we can use these options using the context menu. See, right click. See, the green line is move. Now the next option is using the dialog box. We have an option of the spelling and grammar in our menu bar also. In the review, you can see the spelling and grammar dialog box. Again I am going to this is the wrong spelling. Click on it and you can see a dialog box of spelling and grammar, and with the wrong spelling you can replace it with the right one using the change option. Otherwise you can ignore it. Ignore means you can remove the red line from the spelling. So these are the options from where you can remove the spelling and grammar mistakes. Then this is the option from where we can check the spelling and grammar. Next one is page formatting. You have studied the concept of character and paragraph formatting. Similar to the formatting styles, Word also provides the facility of page formatting, which include the settings of page layout, size, orientation, margin, etc. Word allows you to make changes in the default page setting as per your need. In this topic, we will cover page size, page orientation, margin, inserting page break, applying page border, applying shading on a page, and dividing a page into column. One by one we will cover all the topic. The first one is page size. For page size and page orientation, we have to zoom out the page area. Using this button we can, okay, now we can see the full screen of the page. If I am going to change the page size, for that we have to move page layout, click on it and just click on size arrow. You can see some default paper size name here, otherwise you can use more paper size for extra paper size name. Okay, here we have 2:1, but in your computer you can see more. You can choose any of the paper size according to your comfort, according to your printing material, and click on OK. The paper size will change. See. Okay. Now I want A4, click on A4. See. Like that we can change the page orientation also. Here is the orientation option in the page layout. Click on it. We have only two orientation, portrait and landscape. By default the portrait mode is active, but we can change it from landscape. Click on landscape. You can see the paper orientation. Click on portrait. Again we are on portrait mode. Next is margin. For the margin, move to 100%. Okay. For the margin we have to ruler on my screen. We want it. Click on view and activate the ruler checkbox. Click on it. See the ruler. This is the horizontal ruler and this is the vertical ruler. In this ruler you can see a gray area and some white area. In the white area we can type, but in the gray area or blue area we can't type, because this is the margin area where we can't type. If you want to increase this area or if you want to decrease this area, you have to come on page layout, click on margin, and we having some presets of margins with some names. Normally we all are using normal. See the margin space. In this area we can't type. Like this we having top margin also. See the top margin. Okay, like this we can see the right margin also, and like this we can see the bottom margin also. Then it means we having four margin area: left, top, right and bottom. Then what is the mean? The meaning is in that margin area we can't type anything, and if you want to change the margin area according to size, we can see the name and we can see the margins covered area. According to size, according to our need, we can change it. Next is inserting page break. If I want to jump in next page, in the new page, so what we do, we have to click on the particular page from where we want a new page and click on the break option and use the page option. Using this option we can insert a new page soon after the previous page. Click on it. Just see the page number. We having on page 2 and the total number of pages is 5. Okay, you can see the next page also. I am just showing you. The next page is create header and footer. See the page number 3. Okay, now I am going to change the page. Click on the previous page from where you want new page and just go to page layout, click on break arrow and use page option. See, after this page we can see the new page having the page number 3, and we can see the total number page also increase. It's 6 now. It means one more page we have. So we can insert page using the page option. We can remove the page also. Just click on the page, which page you want to remove, and use backspace option. Now you can see page, total number of pages 5 now. Okay, this is the way by which we can insert or delete the pages. Next is applying page border. This is a wonderful and a beautiful option if you want to modify and you want to give your page in a good look. How to use page border? Just click on page layout, come to page border option, and you can see page border tab here. Use any one from here. Okay, normally we all are using box, and use the any border style. Use the any color if you want color, otherwise put it in black, and use the size, any size, and click on OK. See the page border in each and every pages. It's not for only one page, it's for overall document. If you want some creative page border, click on it, click on art, and you can use some creative border also. You can increase the size or decrease the size here and click on OK. See, if you want to remove the page border, click on it, click on none, and click on OK. See, the page border is removed from each and every page. Okay, this is the way from where we can insert page border. Next is applying shading on a page. Shading means background color. How can we apply? Just click on page color and use any color from the option. Okay, we can see the background color, but remember one thing, this background color will not come in your printout. Okay, then this is only for the digital content or digital presentation. If you want that color in our printout, it's not possible. The page color option is used for digital content only or digital presentation only. We can't print it. And one more thing is, we can see that our page color is not coming in the whole page because of this transparent logo. Okay, this transparent logo is inserted by me for this video. If we don't have this transparent logo, we can see the overall page colored by the particular color. Okay, you want to remove, click on no color. See, the color is removed. Next is dividing a page into column. Sometimes we need not type the whole line in our page, like some poem or poetry. We are typing 2-3 words, then next line 2-3 words, then next line 2-3 words. Then what to do? We have to divide our pages in column. Okay, for that just click on page layout and click on columns arrow. We have one column, this is the normal which we have right now. We have two, see the two column, one column is here and the next column is here. We have three option also. We have left one is less and the right one is larger. We have right, the right one is less and the left one is larger. And if you want to remove all and you want a normal page, click on 1. Okay, but apply this setting before typing. After typing, if you will apply, some types of problem we can face. The next is creating header and footer. You must have noticed that usually the title of the chapter is present at the top of the page and the page number appears at the bottom. In literary terms, they are called header and footer respectively. It means the top one is header and the bottom one is footer. The header and footer are the identifiers that run across the top and bottom of the document respectively. They include information like page number, date, title of a book or chapter, author's name, etc. Then how can we insert header and footer? See here, I am just going to insert header with the title name and footer with the page number. Now see how can we insert. Click on insert, click on header. You can see some by default headers name. Okay, I want title, so this one I am going to select. See document title. Okay, delete it and type the title, whatever title you want to type. digital documentation, MS Word. This is the title. Now I want to add page number, add footer. Close it, come again on footer and see the page number. This one we having page number, click on it, see the page number. We need not to change the page number because it's a default setting. If we will change the page number, it will create confusion. Okay, so there is no need to erase it and rewrite. It's a by default setting if we are using page number. Just close it and see each and every page having the same title, but the page number is different according to the particular page. 3 3, you can see 4 4. Okay, how can we remove it? For removing page header and footer, just click on insert and click on header for header remove header, and click on footer for footer remove. Okay, this is the way from where we can insert header and footer. Thank you for watching.